essence of this watch is that it's Zelos GADA watch. While many embrace the idea readily, I have my reservations. First, let's begin with the specs. Zelos is known for its bold proportions and exotic materials. Here, with the Helica, they're aiming for the middle ground. Now, I don't know if that's a good idea, but this smaller 39mm case is just right for the size of my wrist. I've said that like a beaten horse that's been resurrected and then shoved off the cliff, but this is still the current trend right now, going back to sub 40mm cases. There are versions of this with exotic materials like mother of pearl, kyanite, and red opal. But on this one, you're getting the CNC guilloché dial. But back to the proportions, it's the bracelet that's the MVP here. It looks great, it's comfortable, and I almost love it. Almost. Everybody and their watch pirate uncle's roommate is hyping up this new clasp with its twin micro-adjust mechanism. Sounds familiar, right? And let me tell you honestly, it is great. It's functional, but it's not perfect. I'll get to that part later. But first, let's step back and understand this Helica and its versatility. The micro-adjust on both sides gives you a ton of on-the-fly sizing options, and that's especially hard to beat at this sub $500 price point. Pair that with the quick release spring bars and you've got a bracelet that's actually helpful to the watch, whether it's attached or not. And if it's not attached, you can throw in any 20mm strap you've got lying around somewhere between your couch cracks or really any other crack for that matter. But just take a moment and admire the taper that's happening on this bracelet. Not only is it a gorgeous looking profile, but it also gives a lot of articulation for your wrist. Now inside, Zelos is using a Miyota 9015 movement, which is a premium range of their movements. And here it's becoming more and more regular and standardized, not only with Zelos, but also with other microbrands. Now there was a time that it's rare to get these kinds of premium movements at this very accessible price points, but nowadays, every other microbrand is offering these 9,000 movements from Miyota. And it's good to enjoy because based on personal experience, it's getting harder to source these 9015s and 9039s. And it's going to get even worse as the prices start to skyrocket. So enjoy them while they have them available in your favorite microbrands. Now, if you do have a favorite strap at 20mm, you can readily install them in this Zelos Helica. You can play around with different strap colors, either to match the dial or to offset it. And that's really part of the appeal, that sense of interactivity. It's what helps solidify this watch as a true go anywhere, do anything piece. At least for most people, but not this particular watch pirate. There are some things that don't work for me, but that's fine, it's still a great piece to add to the collection. Before we ramble about that particular subject, let me ramble about this dial first. CNC is a big feature of the Helica, and Zelos has been exploring this across numerous models. At this point, it's become part of their identity, this kind of collector eye candy. It's mostly applied on the dial, and here that crisp execution is in full display. And yes, I'm using a macro lens here because apparently we've all agreed that watches should now be judged at a scale no human being could actually see in real life. With that said, the effect is no less beautiful to the naked eye. This particular color combination to me does absolutely nothing, as heartless and ignorant as that may sound. But I know for many of you that's not the case. Purple is a favorite color for a reason. And to their credit, they even matched the date wheel to that dial, so we can give Zelos an extra star for consistent homework submission. There's also that expected generous application of Lume, and I was actually a bit surprised they used two different Lume colors here at the principal indexes. The light play is gorgeous, and the effect, especially against this CNC guilloché pattern, is almost indistinguishable from traditional hand-turned guilloché. So if you can't quite justify Porsche Carrera money for a dial carved by an artisan you can only dream of having lunch with Chick-fil-A's. Chick-fil-A, by the way, the best chicken sandwich in the whole galaxy, take note, then this starts making more sense because instead of spending that kind of money, you can spend your hard-earned treasure chest coin on this Zelos. As for my personal favorite part of this Helica, it's the bracelet. And I don't say that lightly, because liking a bracelet is one thing, but this is that kind of bracelet where you start questioning if you even need the watch attached to it. This is honestly why I would add this to any collection. It's a beautiful bracelet that matches the style of the case perfectly. The finishing, the facets, the way it plays with light, it all ties everything together. And more importantly, it adds a slightly more luxurious and dressy personality to the watch. And this is why I would genuinely go anywhere with this watch. That is until you get to the clasp. All this elegance and refinement that you see on the case and bracelet, it gets kinda interrupted by this blocky and rounded clasp. Yes, it's functional. Yes, it does what it's supposed to do. But visually, it's the exact opposite of what the rest of the bracelet is trying to be. It's not narrow nor particularly articulate. Honestly, this would look perfectly fine on something like a Zelos Mako, but here on the Helica, it just feels out of place. Personally, I'd rather have no micro adjust at all if it meant getting a thinner, more seamless clasp that actually matches the bracelet. And look at this, if you show this clasp to us watch pirates with no context at all, we'd immediately feel compelled to press both of these protruding metal rods because that's what they look like they're for. But then you try it and absolutely nothing happens. That's because you're only supposed to press one side to unlock the micro adjust. But hey, gotta hand it to Zelos, it's great as a murder mystery plot twist. But as visual cues and ergonomics, it's not really exactly intuitive. You can activate the micro adjust while wearing the watch, and that's genuinely useful. You've got to appreciate that. But if you want to retract it back into the class, you'll need to take the watch off and adjust it again. And now here's another thing to note. This bracelet can get stuck at times when it's bent at a certain angle. It's a minor gripe of mine, but it does happen. And to be fair, anything can be painfully inconvenient when it's bent and stuck at the wrong angle. You know what I mean? Watch pirates, you know what I mean. The essence of a GADA watch is simple. It should be able to do anything you want and go anywhere you take it. Spec wise, yes, this Helica absolutely has the potential to do that. It has the water resistance to handle more liquid garnishings than you'll ever realistically experience. And the proportions, it's slim enough to slip under sleeves, overcoats, and whatever situation you put it in. So technically, it does exactly what it set out to do. But that's also where I start to question this Zelos. I mean, come on, Zelos. You're already great at using stones and aquatic shells in places where they normally shouldn't go. You're already selling out watches so fast that you have to restock just to keep Uncle Bluebeard from complaining. And now you have to step in the GADA boat and basically say, hold my cutlass, I can swashbuckle here too. No, Zelos, stop it. So here's my favorite and excuse about this Zelos Helica. I'm not fully sold that this is a true go anywhere do anything watch, or rather, should it be a GADA watch? To many of you, it absolutely is. But I'm the Steve Urkel of watch reviewers. I tend to lean a certain way. You see, I prefer my Zeros to stand out, the kind that compels someone to ask for their number, like he's some kind of a car salesman with an unusually strong discount game. So, while most people embrace the essence of this watch, I'm here questioning that spirit in the first place. Zelos clearly thought about what to do and how to do it. I'm just not convinced that they stopped to ask whether they should do it at all. And maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the one person asking the irrelevant question just for the sake of being different. Because the watch itself, it's your usual, it's great. It does this and does that, and you can buy it right now. And for a lot of people, that's more than enough. But when I think of a GADA watch, I picture something that blends in, something that's accepted anywhere by anyone. And I'm not sure that's what I want from my Zelos. I want my Zelos to walk into the room or step onto the boat and announce itself. Ironically, I know a lot of you are probably saying right now, stop it, Jason. Get some help.